coming. I realized that this is an accident.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before you kill me, I was not the one who was driving, and there is that comment that I made in one of my videos that I don't drive with insurance, and this is what happens. Yeah, I really need an insurance. Anyway, it was my friend who was driving, and then he's learning. He just got his license recently, and then he struggles with taking off from a stop sign. So the car will switch off, and then he has to put gear 1 and then balance and then do the things. And then on the first stop sign he did stop, and then he struggled taking off. Then on the second one he decided not to, and I was busy looking on my phone. So then when I'm busy looking on my phone, I was checking on the GPS to say where are we turning. Then before I could even know it, I just heard a loud sound, and then bang. Yeah, it happened. This car, I bought it at We Buy Cars. I just wanna take you through some things that I noticed after the accident. This car has been worked on previously. If you can check here on the side, there is a body filler that was used to work on the car. So this car has been in the accident scene before, which I didn't pick up when I was buying this car. I mean, doing the inspection, making sure that everything is fine. I never noticed anything. So this is one of the things that you might hardly spot on the car. So but it is what it is anyway. It was involved in an accident. So now I just want to take you through the process of fixing the car and fixing the guy's car that bumped us, because we had to fix that because the guys, they were putting the blame on us. But anyway, this is the damage on the door and the rear fender there, as you can see. And then yeah, there is a body filler that was used. And then this is the guy's car that bumped us. Yeah, this one, yeah, it was finished. It's a Honda CRV, so the whole bumper and also the radiator is bent there, and then nearly the chaser, it nearly bent. And then yeah, so we were coming from Tabazimbi. So as we were coming back from Deep Sloot, and then that's when we got involved in the accident. And I'm also glad that we didn't bump one of our brothers, because with our brothers it was gonna end up in a fight. So we bumped Chinese. So okay, we exchanged numbers with the guy and then said, okay, I'm already home for now on. Be careful when driving at night and don't drive too fast. And I was like, okay, no problem. He will go to the repair shop tomorrow so that he will tell me how much it cost, and then we can take it from there. Then okay, he went there and said, okay, he is tell for me need 27,000 rand. I was like, yeah, okay, 27k. And by that time, me and my friend, we didn't have that 27k. And I was like, no, bring that car. I know a guy who can fix it under a tree. Then okay, the guys agreed to bring the car, because I was like, hey, that is too expensive. It's buying a new engine for the car. I have a panel beater friend at the Jimiston, so you can bring the car, he will fix it. And then the guys were saying, because he said that this car has a few components, so it will take time to assemble. Then while trying to make sense of what he's saying, but anyway, we just try to make it sense. So on my side, mine, it went out of alignment. So when the steering is like this, then that's when it was going straight. And then when you turn, and then the tire was hitting the fender, so I had to take it for alignment. Fortunate enough, I found good guys that do know what they're doing, and then they placed it on the machine there, as you can see here. And then this was the accident damage. I was really embarrassed to go with the car be looking like this, because like, yeah, I mean, they will be like, you're a drunk car or something, they call you all sort of names. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. And then yeah, they made the steering wheel to be straight, and then yeah, they brought back the alignment to be aligned. And then yeah, there on the screen they were just showing me some stuff there, showing me some degrees. Yeah, this one needs to be green, this one needs to be red. I was like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, but hey, just do the job. But yeah, fortunate enough, they did a wonderful job. I'm really amazed with the service that they did, because yeah, I saw that yeah, it was really out of alignment. And then yeah, then from there the actual cost was 200 rand. So these guys, they did a wonderful job. Roadmaster Mag and Tire Auto, I really recommend you guys to go there. They know what they're doing. And then coming back to my friend here, the panel beater told me that this will cost about 5.5, and then after when he went all around looking for the bumper, then the cost went up, so he ended up charging us 7.5 to do the job. So this was due to parts availability, because he had to buy a bumper separate and the grill separate, and then due to these cars not being high in the market, and then it makes the prices of those parts expensive. And then me and my friend, we said, hey, yeah, we need to go back to the negotiation board now, because remember, we had to fix their car and my car, and like the money that we had at the moment, it was not enough. So we went back to those guys to say, okay, the panel beater says he wants 7.5, but us, we're gonna bring out half of the money, and then you gonna bring out half of the money also, because both of us, we didn't stop at the stop sign, so it's both our fault, and then we still need to fix my car. And then we told them stories to say, ish, my car is really fucked up, and it will need about 10,000 to 15,000 compared to yours. So mine is gonna be much more expensive, and we don't have the money currently. But the best option that we can do is to give you half of the money, which is about 3.5. So yeah, we ended up taking out 3.5 for the car, and then the rest the guy has to pop out. And then I took my car to one of my friend who does panel beater at Roslyn. So this was the progress that he already made, because I dropped the car on Friday, and then Saturday, that's when I went to check up how far he is with the job. And then he already did the door alignment, so he was only left with the fender so that he can make it straight, and then so that he doesn't have to apply a lot of body filler. Hey, yeah, you know, with second-hand cars, there are a lot of shenanigans hidden within the car, and only the previous owners are the ones that gonna tell you, or maybe they know what happened to the car. And when if you get it as a second-hand car, you're on your own. And also with this thing of insurance, I mean, I trust myself. I'm a good driver. I will make sure, because this thing of when you get involved in an accident, now you have to pay an excess fee of 5,000, and then they give you the money, or maybe they fix the car, you don't have the car for months and all those things, and now you're left without a car. For me, I feel like I'd rather put some money on the side, and then I'll use that money in case if something happens. And this is the money that I was using. I mean, but it's not my money, because it's my friend who was driving, so it was all cost on him for both cars. So yeah, but it's better to put money aside, and then if something happens, and then you just take out from that money, and then you fix the car, because you end up paying consistently each and every month. You're paying. You don't even know when are you gonna be involved in an accident, and it might even happen that you don't ever get involved in an accident, so now your money is gone, all for nothing. So at least if you have your money in your bank account, at least you will know that this is your money, and then if in case something happens, then you're gonna use that money. But now out there are good drivers, they're just paying insurance all for nothing. Guys, just trust yourself for once. But yeah, when shit happens, then yeah, you know, you're gonna be like me. But yeah, for me, I've never been involved in an accident, so I'm not looking into that scenario. But because I'm a good driver, so I trust myself. It's me, my car, and my God. Yeah, but for second-hand cars, I think it's justifiable, because like they have a higher risk chances of something going wrong. So you might get stuck anytime, and the chances of striking are very high. So you need insurance so that you can have a road assistance and all those things. So yeah, but if you're like me, you want to take chances and you want to save your money, then yeah. But anyway, I will just say like what Moses Sambo usually say, I'm not here to tell people how to spend their money. So yeah. Yazini. While I was making all this commentary, or maybe my point of view, I was thinking only of myself. Now imagine in a scenario where you are involved in an accident, and then you are the one who's wrong now. Or maybe you bumped a G-Wagon at that time. There you need an insurance. So I feel like there are some cases that insurance favors you to have, and some cases it's pointless to have an insurance. But for me, I feel like I can take that risk of not having insurance. But as long as I know that I can have an amount of money saved somewhere to fix a G-Wagon if that case happens. And some people, they just get on the road and start driving like Vin Diesel, trying to prove a point, maybe with a 4-cylinder, not even a sport car. And then now they get it to a point where they bump someone and they're the one who's wrong. They don't even have a contingency plan. Guys, please stop that. Let's adhere to the road signs and the safety rules, because now you bump a G-Wagon, you don't even have money to fix it. You're gonna have to sell your scrap so that you can fix the other person's car. So yeah. Anyway, what could even lead to an accident for a status? The first one, obvious: drinking and driving. Driving on your phone. Driving while you're not a proficient driver or maybe a professional driver, and then you're just playing on the road. You know what will happen. You can't even operate in a manual car, so you just buy an automatic straight away. So this one is going to my friend who was driving my car, and then yeah, let's hope he's gonna watch this video in any way. But yeah, he's my number one fan. Then on a situation where the other person is wrong during an accident, so how do you deal with that situation? First of all, if they have insurance, they're gonna pay the excess fee and then do everything, the registration, so that they can, the insurance will fix your car and his car or her car. And then now, if the person doesn't have any insurance and not even cash, yeah, that one is a difficult one now. So some people, they advise, my friends, they advise me that you should take the jack, or you check the spare tire, or anything that you can take, and then you can just go and sell it, and then you can get some money at the end. Because those people, after the accident scene, they will tell you stories after stories and you will never reach them. For example, in the same situation of this accident that I was involved with, no office laws were involved in this accident, so no statements were taken. And then both of us, we didn't have insurance, so none of us could pay the excess fee and then claim the money so that both of our cars can be fixed. So we had to rely on each other so that we can fix both of our cars. And then the guys were putting the blame on me. And then now when we went back to the negotiation board, that's when now we shifted the blame to say, no, we're not gonna pay the full amount to fix your car, but we can only assist with half of the money, because also us, we still need to fix our car. So if it was a different scenario, without a good heart, I was just gonna block that person and never hear anything from them. Some friends of mine, they advised me that if you manage to get out of it without any loose ends, just block the other person. And then there are those drivers that always they want to test if their adrenaline is still working. They're always on a high speed. One day you will tell me, you will end up here. Yo, I couldn't believe that my car will get back on shape. You know, doing it under a tree, it's not guaranteed. And if it's first time meeting that person, but at least for this one, I have seen his work, so I was confident that he's gonna do a great job. But like, you know, when it's your car, you feel like maybe there might be something that is not done properly. But yo, I was so amazed with this work. So now, after going throughout all of this, that's when I figured out why people are so lazy to do a full body respray. Because yo, it's costly and it's expensive, depending on the panel beater, of course. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have the money at the time, that's when you're just gonna fix that portion that is damaged. And then this is what happened to me, because after the respray, you will see that after I took out the car to car wash, and then you can see the paint difference within the car. So if you can see, the other one is like slightly cream and then the other one is pure white. So now I wanted to do a full respray, but the money was not moneying. And then also for my friend also, he was crying out of his pocket to say, hey, Anami, I don't have money. So yeah, so we ended up doing a partial respray on the section that it was damaged, and then it was cool, it was nice. The guy did a perfect job, just that now you can see the two color difference. So I think what I will do is that I will take the car for polishing, and then if that doesn't make a difference, then that's when I will option for full body respray or putting a sticker so that I can hide the color difference, or maybe wrapping the car. But yeah, it's costly, but anyway, we're gonna have to do it for the looks. So I ended up being inspired by one of the Malaysian guys who owns a 320D E90. So he has a street culture sticker that is pasted on both sides of the car. So I found it on TikTok, and then I was inspired, and then I went and took measurements on my car, redesigned the street culture logo or design, and then sent it to one of the sticker designer who printed out the whole sticker, and then I applied it on my car. So then I will show you the final results of the car. So the sticker was costing 430, and then the panel beater costed me 3,500. So just in closing, the advice that I can give to people is that it's better to get prepared for the things before they happen, because they're gonna happen or they might not happen, but there is a higher chance of things happening, just like getting into an accident, because there are a lot of cars in the road. And also you need to add that there are people that buy license, so those ones, they will learn on the road and they will learn on you. They will bump you, they will do all those sort of things, and then maybe some of the people, they might drive on their phone, and then some of them, they might drive while trying to dodge a pothole, and then they hit you. So there are a lot of things that happens on the road, so you should be prepared for anything going bad or going good for you. So yeah, that's the end of my video. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.